In this video, we are going to be focusing specifically on deductions for AGI. You can check out the previous part, which is part 5, for an overview of what deductions for AGI is. But a quick rundown, deductions for AGI are deductions you can take even if you do not choose to itemize your deductions and elect to choose the standard deduction. Now, like as with all deductions, deductions for AGI are good things to you, right? Because they reduce your taxable income, and in doing so, reduces how much taxes you have to pay to the government. So let's get started with this example list. The first one that we have on this list is trade or business expenses. So if you own a business, guess what? You can actually deduct business expenses. Now, if you own a business, you are required to file Schedule C. And if you take a look at Schedule C, it will list specifically the kinds of business expenses we're talking about here. But know that business expenses are allowed a deduction for AGI. Next up, for those who are self-employed, again, for people who might own a business, you can take a deduction for 1/2 of your self-employment tax. So whatever your self-employment tax is, half that number, and that amount is what you can deduct for AGI. Contributions to a traditional IRA and other retirement plans. So in this country, the United States, the IRA is a very common retirement plan that people use. So let's say if you contribute money to a traditional IRA, you can take the amount you contribute as a deduction for AGI to reduce your tax liability. Now be careful here because only a traditional IRA applies here. A Roth IRA, for example, is not qualifiable for a deduction for AGI. So only a traditional IRA qualifies. Contributions to an HSA, this is also referred to as a health savings account. Now this is a specific type of account the government has created to sort of incentivize taxpayers to create an HSA and look out for their own health by allowing all contributions to an HSA as a deduction. And lastly, we have interest on student loans as well as excess capital losses, such losses that you may have from your stocks. Now I know in 2022 the stock market didn't do so well, so I can imagine a lot of people are taking this deduction for AGI in their 2022 tax returns. One thing to keep in mind is the limitations on many of these deductions. So many of these deductions have limitations. And of course, these specific limitations is something we'll go over in future videos. But I hope this video has given you a nice overview of some of the deductions for AGI.